Okay, looks like I'm live. Well, I better start doing something. Hi, how you doing? Hi, George. Yay. I was watching your stream the other day. It's great. I'm a follower. So yeah, yeah. Sometimes, well, we used to do that all the time. It's just been a recent thing where we just stream from his place. So we used to do that where both of us would be in our different studios. So we may do that. It's just we've been having fun. With us both being in the same room, there's a different kind of reaction that goes on.
Thanks.
Hi, Tanmay. Oh, I don't know. Do you think I should... what I think we should do is everybody come over to the Twitch channel, because that's going to be kind of where the action's going to be happening, I think. So, Greg, Tanmay, if you want to kind of just watch me, just come off YouTube and then come over onto Twitch, that would be great. Yeah, tell me, I'll do that. Oh, that was a bit of a jam, that, wasn't it? What time did I start the stream? Can't remember. Anyway, let's have a bit of a chat. So, I got some questions going here. Continuing the stream on YouTube. Well, now there's a question because what I want to know on Ecamm is how do I stop? I don't know how to stop the YouTube stream midstream, to be truthful. This is the truth. So, so great to see George on here. Brilliant. Been watching your stuff. Love it. Tanmay, hi. It is an unusual time because I've moved over to Twitch now. I just feel there's this kind of, I can be a little bit uninformal about it and just go on and do stuff. So, you know, if I've got a bit of time free, why not come on here and jam, you know, because I've got to practice my guitar, and what better way to practice it than actually just sitting and jamming. But I can also splurge at the same time and I can stream. So, you know, I'm kind of killing three birds with one plectrum, so to speak. So anybody who's on YouTube watching me now, please come over to Twitch and follow me on there, because a lot of the I'm trying to build the Twitch channel up just to see if I can kind of, you know, get some subs. Why not? Yeah. So but that doesn't mean that like YouTube's completely dead. You know, I may go back for a bit to that. I don't know, but I'm just gonna, you know, I'm fascinated with the Twitch thing, and which is great. So Tanmay, can you briefly go over the splurging through process and mechanics, just so I can get the idea for my up and coming splurges this week? So any of you who don't know what a splurge is basically actually what I've done. I mean, that's a live looping thing, it's a performance, but a splurge is just writing an idea, just splurging it out, writing music unconsciously, without judgment. Very important. Also, oh, hi Green Meanie, didn't see you there. Good to see you on here. I'll answer that question in a minute, but I don't know what A2 is. Apart from a note on the keyboard. I've probably missed something there. So, you know, I live under a rock. So yes, so splurging is just making a piece of music, okay, in a short space of time usually, and you're making it without judgment, okay? We're trying to crack through the subconscious level here. The splurging, like what you've seen me do here, is, you know, I'm trying to make music unconsciously, is what I'm trying to do, and all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make something to have an opinion on later. Okay, so this bit of music, you'll see me kind of bounce it out or whatever. And what I'll do with that is, what I'll do is I'll listen to it in 3 days' time, and then I'll decide on whether I want to carry that idea forward or not. So there's been a lot of splurging happen because I've been doing a lot of live looping. But at some point, these ideas get carried forward through a process that tracks divergent and convergent thinking. So Tanmay, what you need to do is you just need to kind of sit down. I know that you've already got your Beats Plus 3 template, I believe. So you want just a drum machine, you want a bass sound, and you want something for chords and something for a lead. And then you just kind of make quick ideas. Now, what I would suggest is, you know, you can give yourself a time limit of about 15 minutes and time it with a timer. That's why I have a timer here. And then, but if you're actually in flow, right, and you're in the moment, just keep going and see what happens. It can't cause any harm. But the rules of the splurge are this, okay? If you're removing or trying to improve, then you're not splurging. Moving, removing, improving. Moving, removing, and improving. Any of those, not splurging, end the session and start something new. Okay? Because you don't have to finish anything, because you're going to come back and finish stuff, and you'll be taken through a process. I'll take you through the process through your sessions, okay? So yes, what is the A2? All right, video looks better. Yeah, I think it might be a better bit rate on here, so that's good. So I don't know what the A2 is. I need to know what the A2. Oh, released another guitar. Right, I see. I should know that, shouldn't I? Yes, the A2. Yeah, I bet I'll have a look. Mark Donaldson, I had to find your channel by looking at who McLaughlin suggests to follow. Yeah, it's a bit, because I couldn't have the name that I wanted, and then I had another name, and then there's another channel and all that kind of stuff. But you found me, that's okay, which is great. So thank you for that. And, you know, everybody spread the word that I'm here, trapped in my little studio doing music on Twitch. So I just got it in my head, like, for Twitch, that I would, you know, kick things off. Yeah, hey, Des, you all right? Wasn't sure if you'd be up or not, Des. Is this your morning? Anyway, so yes, I mean, you know, T Hutch UK or Thutch UK is not great. At some point, maybe I can change it to something. To do some lessons. Very good. Des is a wonderful guitar teacher. I just thought I'd say that. And he's got a YouTube channel, and it's got loads of handy stuff. Part of which was my research. Got an hour off. Part of it was my research into economy picking. I started economy picking. I started economy picking. When did I start economy picking? It was sort of, I think it was the end of December. I haven't been economy picking long. And it was a... it was, at first, very traumatic, doing the economy thing. Enact my alternate picking briefly. But yes, stuff like Des and various other sources were very handy for reliable information. So what else has been happening? Yes, so yeah, this is the second stream today that I've done. This morning was my studio session with, like, just my head, like, exploded with loads of stuff. I'd like to say it's going swimmingly tricky. Yes. Mark, can you tell me what your number one economy picking problem is? By the way, I look at problems very fondly. Problems are great. Economy picking is good. It is. You know, part of it's learning to relax, isn't it? Just learning to, you know, become one with nature and gravity. It is, yeah, with a couple of extra. Well, it's economy picking, like sweeping. It does have a sweep motion. You see, like the problem that you have, Tanmay, with alternate picking is that we have to inside and outside pick, so there's two different motions. When you're economy picking, you're crossing the strings with one motion, either down or up. Mini sweeps. Mm-hmm. So when I started, I mean, basically when I started the whole fiasco of of economy picking. I first started off doing blues licks. I can't actually remember them, but it was just like, oh God, what was it? It was I can't quite remember. It was some sort of like Joe Bonamassa thing, and it was like this little sweepy thing. And then I stumbled across 3-1-3 patterns. So we have the pentatonic scale, which is great. And that's all economy picked. Now the wonderful thing about this is I'm picking like 3-1-3-1-3. Now if I was to alternate pick that would be pretty horrendous, wouldn't it? But it allows you to come up with all kinds of combinations of stuff. See, that's like something I love playing that. The blues lick with economy picking vid, I will do. John Bjork stuff on YouTube, which is helping, yeah. And then I just started getting into doing my regular licks with doing this to 3 notes per string. So, but the caveat of economy picking is that you are alternate picking as well. You've still got the angles, but predominantly you become an inside picker. So you need to get sort of comfortable with the inside motions. So like stuff like that you can't really economy pick that. I can start off with economy, down, up, down, down. But then I'm left on the inside. It's even inside or an outside picking. So when you end up on your inside picking, this is like really where, well, both inside and outside picking really rely on, for me, angles. So you can do all sorts of stuff with the economy picking. Or I love doing those groups of 7. 7s are really good. Maybe on blues scale. Groups of 5. Every note's picked, you see. And then really weird stuff. So I have a lick that's this sort of thing. But then I can elaborate on that. So that's like three notes a string, 2, 1, and then 3. So that would be insanely hard with alternate picking. To be able to hit every note consistently. And obviously, the economy picking's great for doing, one of the problems that I hear guitarists having is the descending runs of doom. Now, I did a McRocklin School of McRock video on descending runs and how to do them and how to think of it. But actually, another foolproof way to do this is economy picking. There you go. So it's great, I mean, the other things you got to remember is that when you're doing the economy picking as well, you can get it to sound like alternate picking. I know there's this thing like where some people don't think it's as aggressive or controlled, but you can. Yeah, I mean, you can think of concise, precise upstrokes were the key for my fast runs. So that sounds, Tanmay, like you're doing something which is called chunking, where you focus on part of a lick, and it might be like kind of a problem area, and that's what you're doing. So that might be the thing that you're focusing on. That's a sensory thing, which is a great way to practice. So like other things, I'm trying to think. So the other things that I found with economy picking, right, is when you're doing it the 3-1-3-1 loads of it, like the scale runs, not the sweeping thing, although it applies to sweeping as well, is you have to be super relaxed. Like really relaxed. Like sometimes my pick is so loose in my hand it could like almost fall out. But I'm getting the aggression in. Because what I'm doing is I'm using planting and string displacement. So the stuff there's little bits and bobs on planting. I don't think there's anything on displacement, but basically what I'm doing is I'm pushing the string with a pick as opposed to picking it. And the planting is just, it's a kind of rest stroke really. So as soon as the pick goes down, it's into position for the next stroke. So because of it's such a rapid technique crossing the strings of economy picking, you tend to get to the next note before your fingers. Yeah, so that's the other thing that's alternate. So it's slightly different motion. So I can do more intricate articulations actually with alternate picking. And that's mixing the two things together. So you start getting into alternate. If you're good at alternate picking, have a go at economy picking because they're both really beneficial and you can use them at the same time. But yeah, so that's like the aggressive picking thing. So you could do something quite intricate and then you could do a long run, so to speak. Hi, Tom. Play This Fire by Killswitch and I don't know any songs, sorry to disappoint. I just make everything up, totally. So, Tom, I see you're on YouTube. It would be great if you come over to Twitch because this is going to be sort of the main thing that I'm going to be on for the next while. So, yeah, I mean, head over to Twitch if you can. That would be great. And in the meantime, I might do another jam. Yeah. So yeah, Greg, the streams are now going on. I found the thing to so it saves them. So I've only missed one. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save this one, and then we're going to open up a new project so it'll go silent for a bit, and we're going to save another. We can do another one. All right, we're back. Here we are. So here is. Whoa, there's the live looping template. Look at that. So just for a bit of, just as a starting point, I've got these sort of atmospheres which I do like to use. And I can just drag one, bang it to the top, and I can just, unmute it and hope for the best. There you go. So, all right. Okay. Alright, Tanmay, see you later for your sesh next week. Alright, Danny. Phew, that was good. What time is it? Got to keep an eye on the time. Oh, right. Time for a cup of tea. That's what it's time for, because it's, you know, extreme rock and roll, and to check the chat. So, hi Danny, hi Troll, great to see you on here. All right, here, right. So, Cordian, sorry, I have dyslexia. I'm terrible at pronouncing. I think Cardinal Canis, very good name that. I'll just make a cup of tea and then I'll read this out. Always have a thermos flask in the studio. Right. Thanks for the practical looping content. Really enjoying it. Recently, I got into looping on guitar with a pedal. I need a pedal to loop with. I'm using Ableton Script, but I need some way to trigger the clips because you can see me leaning over. It's just a right pain. Started thinking about trying out new things and started to think about Launchpad's controllers and maybe buy one. Yeah, so I've got one here and I need to make more of a conscious effort to use it, but it's where do I put it? I need something here, maybe. But then I need a stand to do that, and then it's in the way of the wah-wah pedal. And anyway, we'll go down that route. So, and maybe buy one. I'm not that serious guitar player, but this is something I want to try as a hobby in my free time. Any tips and ideas on a good beginner choice of controller Launchpad? Something with the most options, yet on a budget, thanks. Yes, I have. So this thing here, this small pad here, would be perfect for your needs. So this is made by Novation, and it's the Novation Launchpad Mini. So it's just a new thing, and it's only about £80. So there you go. I think it's a great buy. Hey man, this is Nate. This is dope. Do you do any drum and bass? Well, I could do, but I'm sort of like, I sort of don't like pigeonhole myself. I tend to be sort of electronic, synthwave, but I'm actually from a house background. I mean, I was a shredder, and then I did a lot of house music in various different genres of house, believe it or not. And I've got a lot of stuff on Beatport. I did 122 releases, all signed to different labels at the height of it. And this was 2014 to 2017. And then, you know, sort of then we started McRocken and Hutch, and then I was releasing the odd thing, house, and then stopped altogether and just did synthwave. Cardinal Canis, thank you. Damn clean. I like it. Danny, glasses purple, yellow diamond. That sounds like a song. Right, so this is brilliant because I've been using Chat GPT, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type that in and I'm going to tell it to write me a song. Here we go. Chat. Let's see. Oh, hopefully I'm logged in. I subscribe to it. It's absolutely brilliant. So it's been coaching me. It has. In fact, I could probably do it on here, couldn't I? Right, what was that song? Glasses purple. Glasses. What was it? Yellow diamond. Make this title into a song. There we go. This is going to be a hit record, this. Right, it's now writing a song for me. What do you think? Verse. I put on my glasses, see the world through a new light. A purple hue casts over everything in sight. But wait, there's more. Yellow enters the scene. My vision's brighter than it's ever been. Hold on, just get my mouse to come over to this screen a second. I walked down the street feeling like it. Alright, hold on, have I missed a chorus here? Oh, chorus. Glasses purple, yellow, diamond. Colours blending so bright and blinding. Life's a prism, ever boring, never boring. Through these lenses the world's exploring. Verse 2. I walk down the street feeling like a star. Diamonds on my glasses shining near and far. People stop and stare, wondering what I see. But they don't have my glasses, so they can't be me. Chorus. Glasses purple, yellow and diamond, colours blending so bright, blinding. Life's a prism, never boring. Through these lenses the world is exploring. The world's exploring, right. Bridge. I used to see black and white, but now my world's exploding with light. I'm grateful for these glasses on my face. They've opened up a brand new space. And then the chorus again, and then the outro. So if you see me on the street with my glasses on, look oh so neat. Just know that I'm seeing so much more. My glasses help me explore. Of course I'm going to get a Grammy. Well, the AI. So I was going on about AI. Well, I was going on about AI last week, wasn't I? I'm telling you, us humans, we're on borrowed time. We are. So, yes, I'm using AI to kind of get me going writing a song. That's what I'm doing. But that's a great purpose, you know. So I would use that. Danny, you see, I would use that, not necessarily making a song with those lyrics, but certainly there's a story which I can reflect on when I'm making music. So when we're sitting down, we're going to splurge, you know, there is some sort of a purpose, and we're allowed purposes to change. The story can change, can't it? And we have to be flexible with that. But a great starting point, if you've got a story, you can put music to it and you've got something. Yeah, so the thing we've got to hang on to is our emotions, Des. And, you know, just be bosses, be proactive, not reactive. I think I'm being proactive at the minute with it. As I said, like this morning, so my experiences of AI have been this. I can't remember what... Oh, so it was when I was in coach training, we were talking about this, right? So I get coached off this guy, right? And he's like, Mike Monday, amazing, right? He coaches like, I'm so lucky, like, because he coaches like really top level producers, okay? And then I coach as well. So anybody who wants music coaching, right, give me a shout. But how would you get in contact with me? Because I need to put my email. My email's actually on the YouTube About channel description, so you can get it from there. All right, see you, Des, in the morning. I'll be there. So what was I saying? Yeah. So my experience of AI. It could. Well, no, it couldn't. You're still the boss here. So the first thing we talked about it, and then it just set me off on looking at Ozone 10 had been released, which is mastering software. So I had a look at, because like now and then I'll use online mastering for a quick master for the McLaughlin and Hutch stuff when we're jamming. I'll quick master of an idea that I've got and shove it up for the live, right? And then we'll jam over that. So I have been, you know, and it's reasonable quality, but not like amazing, mind-blowing. I could still do a better master myself. But then, like the Ozone 10 thing, I thought this is pretty good because it analyzes your track. It's a plugin. It'll come up with a pretty good result, and you can get in and you can tweak it. The only thing that you really need, you still need to be an experienced producer. And I mean, if you're a beginner, it would be a good result. If you're an experienced producer, engineer, master engineer, it would be a good starting point, but you would probably want to kind of move things about a little bit. Then I went on to Neutron, which is mixing software. So that's like a channel strip, and you can put it in. You can say, right, sort this snare out, and it'll come up with like a sound for your snare. It'll kind of put it in the ballpark of where it should fit. It'll also do leveling for you, but I think actually it's quite a subjective thing. But it will get you sort of what is an acceptable mix, so to speak. But then you've got to kind of mold it into your character. So the AI you can use to get you part of the journey there, but not the full thing, was the conclusion. And then the next thing is sort of the large language modeling AI, which is what we've used there, you see, to write a song. And that was so quick, wasn't it? Cheesy as hell, and the whole thing would have to come apart, and it says absolutely nothing about me. But it's a purpose for a song, and I've got it there. I'll go into a Trello card, and at some point, when we do our next live jam, I'll get it out, and I'll go, this is what it's called, and we're going to try and make the music to that particular thing. So, I'm experimenting with AI. So Troll, thanks, awesome. I recorded it. It's all recorded down there. It's weird because I'm doing these jams and I feel like because it's out there and recorded now on Twitch, it feels like I've done a release. And sometimes it feels like I'm doing a gig. Sometimes it feels like, it's a labor of love. And I'm just kind of wading through the mud and then something good happens. So it's, it's a bit of a roller coaster ride, really. So anybody who is on YouTube, it would be great if you could come over to the Twitch channel. So it's T Hutch UK. Just to make things confusing. All right. So that would be great. And anybody else who is on here watching who isn't following the Twitch channel, it would be great if you could, because it'd be a massive help. Because I think like one of the things with like YouTube, it's great. It's like I've built a kind of coaching business from it, but it's difficult to monetize. So I thought, as Thomas is on here, I might as well give it a go. So he kindly helped me set up my channel, and here I am twitching. Yeah, Chuck. Yeah. Chuck. Yeah. It's not, it'll do for now, right? It just, we just need to get it 70% of the way there. So that's exciting. Another exciting thing is I'm up on the Kiesel website in the Endorsee section. That's my daughter coming in from school, by the way. I've got a lovely 15-year-old daughter. And she's in, hence the excitement. Yeah, so I'm up there. I've got a nice picture. And the person who took the picture of me was a guy called Elliot Adamson, and I've probably mentioned him on my streams before. Because years ago when I was doing like house music, I used to listen to his stuff and I was a bit of a fan of it. Well, a fan. I was a fan of his music. And he's a local guy. He lives in Newcastle because Newcastle, Northeast, absolutely rules like house music, right? So he's like, he's, thinks outside the box. So, he does like a little bit of visual stuff as well. So I asked him to do my photo and he went, yeah. So I went round and he just like, no lighting, no nothing, just decent camera. Literally it was pitch black, the room, and took a photo and it looks great. Looks like a bit like an old Renaissance painting. Have I met Jimmy Nail? No. I haven't met him, no. Pic should be front page of Kit. Well, thank you. just for the hair alone. But do check the picture out. In fact, it's the picture that I've got now on the Twitch side, and I'm glad everybody's liking the live jam looping thing. I'm really into it. It's good. I think the tunes that I'm doing sound relatively different from each other, even though like today I've just been stuck in the same tempo. Sometimes I just get stuck in the rut. But I think there's always an interesting direction to go in. So I think that's quite good. No, that's not it. No, it's not that. I'm off twirls. I'm not. I don't do twirls anymore. I'm trying to lose weight. No, it's not that either. That's like Mexican bandit hutch, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, you guys are funny. You do tease me, which is good. I like a good roasting. Right. Any questions? Has anybody got? Yeah. Anybody want to ask me anything? Because I'm sat here, got the studio, got the guitar. I'm meant to talk about guitars, So if you don't know this, I play Kiesel. Kiesel have kindly endorsed me, which is absolutely totally amazing. And I do need to. That's a picture of my top. Didn't mean to do that. That is stuff, and there is the studio. So that's another shot that we've got. And then I've got push, so I should do a bit more on that, but the mic's in the way. And there's the clock that I use, time splurges. And this is the headshot. So this is when I'm really saying something profound, yeah. So yeah, because we're on Twitch, I'm doing the splurging thing. I'm trying to make full tracks. I'm trying to jam out full tracks, actually, is what I'm doing, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. But what I'm going to do, I think, on the morning sessions is I'm going to try and tie in a little bit of my synthy kind of studio stuff as well and see how it goes down. Because it's a real juggling act, this, at the minute, writing music, trying to be a shredder, Yeah. So many have we got on? Has everybody left me? No, we've got 7 people here. That's amazing. So I'm gonna have to head off soon because I've got my coaching group to tend to, and we've got some exciting exercises that we're gonna be doing. So final words are the next stream will be tomorrow morning, and it'll be my usual awkward time of 5:30 a.m. That's I get up at 5 and I come down the stream. So sometimes I'm like 4 minutes later, and but I'm going to try and get to 5:30, and we'll do some electronic music, I think, tomorrow. All right. And then I think if I can do it, if I can get my head round having an evening in with my 0 alcohol beer, I've got a choice, right? I can either, because I've got, like, basically my daughter gave me like one of her subscriptions to Netflix, which wasn't a good thing. So I've been really into sort of medieval films. So I'm watching King, so I could not do that and do the stream instead. That might be an option on Friday. Although I do find the Renaissance period very fascinating. Cool. And at least do the stream. You're right. I shouldn't. I'll do the stream. I'm not going to do any of that nonsense of watching stuff. Okay. You're into medieval music? Good call. Who do you like from the Renaissance period? I think John Dowland's the medieval shredder, isn't he? Lute guy. In fact, Rick Beato does a whole thing on Renaissance music, which is really good. Gives you a few insights into it. Yeah. Okay. So that's it, guys, and I will see you tomorrow morning, and then maybe, well, tomorrow Friday, I'll definitely do it. All right. What style is Malmsteen? Malmsteen is Baroque. That's where his inspiration comes from, Baroque. So you're looking at like sort of Bach, those kind of guys. So everything's still sort of, well, actually there's still melodic minor and stuff in there, but it's everything's very sort of modal and diatonic. Neoclassical. But it's the Baroque period that he's inspired by. Neoclassical is, that's what Malmsteen is. All right then, guys, I'll see you tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening. Bye.